guys, this is part 2 of the X-Wing fighter decal restoration. So, before I move on, I thought this was going to be the end of it, but the next step I really got to do is put the S-foils on, and then we're done, and you'll see in part 3, and we'll see if the electronics work. But anyways, I wanted to make a part 2 because I wanted to tell you guys something really important, and this was a mistake, and thank God this didn't happen on a real decal, and luckily this happened on reproduction decals. So what I learned is when you cut these out, make sure you leave a little excess so you could peel it off, and then you cut the excess off, and you have it like this. Because what I found out was, and this is what I screwed up on, I cut this one out, and what happened was I tried peeling from the corner here, the other end is over here, and I completely, sorry about that, I messed up. So I instead took this method, and I left a little bit of excess white cardstock around it, and that's what you got as the final result. So when building these, make sure you do that. Luckily, I was able to get a free sheet of stickers, pretty much because I had to make an order of a new sheet of decals for another restoration, which we're going to be doing, and it's going to be our final restoration. Other than that, this is pretty simple to do. Another thing that I wanted to throw in, and why there's a part 2, is this. I thought I didn't need to use this, but I didn't even know this existed. So they don't even make a can of DW40 in an instant like this. As you could see, I saved, there's only really a few decals that needed to be replaced, and on the back here are the originals. These are easy to fix. I put a little bit of glue on a toothpick, clean one obviously, and then I put a quarter on top of these decals, and I let them dry for a day. So, and it came out awesome as a result. So I was able to save those. But up here, this one, that one, and this right side and left side, I had to replace those. These were tarnished really bad as I took a closer look at them. So basically, what I did was, and I didn't want to clean off the excess glue, but I, by accident, found this last minute, and before I put these decals on, I put some of this WD-40 and then took a square toilet paper and I wiped all the excess off, and it didn't damage the plastic or do anything. So I was very happy with that. So for all of you guys out there who are in the situation that I am, where pretty much the vehicle is mint in terms of decal, and there's very little wear, and you just have to replace a couple of them, get one of these. I've actually never seen these before. This is the first time, but I'm pretty sure they have it at your local hardware store instead of buying the can. Because I would have only used the can, to be honest, if all of this was salvaged. As you see on Retroblasting, most of the ships that he gets in are completely salvageable. So wash it in soap and water, that's a time when you would do it. But if you don't want to get your vehicle wet and you just need a little bit of grease or something to get all the excess decal, use this. Because I'm the same way. My ships are no way in the situation as Retroblasting, but when you see him do his work, his stuff comes out very, very well done. I could say phenomenal too. But once again, this decal restoration has been a lot of fun. Not only a lot of fun, but, I'm really happy I saved this X-Wing so far. I'm really happy I didn't sell this and go buy $300 on another one, because these are quite expensive. And I know you can't really see through the iPad here, but, this is pretty nice and white for a 1977 X-Wing. And in the way that I fixed it now, I could probably sell this for probably $200 to $250, just because I was able to save some of the original decals and only really had to replace 4 of them. And I was able to save 3 of them. So that's very good for something like this, because, you know, I guarantee you a collector would be more happy if you saved some of the original decals and, you know, you had to, with no obligation, replace some of the damaged ones. If I was a collector and if I found that these 2 were reproductions and a few of them were originals, I would be happy for it. Not only for that, because just of the condition of this vehicle alone. And I guarantee you down the road, reproduction decals will be accepted. I am 100% against reproduction weapons, but stickers don't last very long. Even if you keep them away from sunlight, it's just the nature of the beast. It's paper, so, you know, paper has a very short lifespan. Anyways, stay tuned for part 3. We're going to have the S-foils on, S-foil cannons, excuse me, and then we'll see if the lights work and the motor works. So, anyways, stay tuned. Thank you.